I forgot to drop the microphone. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Yes, we do drop the microphone every night here. Specifically, if I don't, then y'all won't be able to hear me. So it's how it works. Anyway, hello everyone over on YouTube and on Twitch. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you are well. Um, Tonight's song, by the way, was a Paul original. Seriously, I'm really impressed with my son making that song because he took a vocalized song bit from what the Furby was saying, and turned the entire thing into a song. And I can't do that. So I mean, to me, that is super impressive. Anyway, what are we doing tonight? We are playing The Sims 4, which I forgot to load up in the background before I started the stream. I am a professional. Can't tell that I've been doing this for the last 7 years, can you? Anyway, yes. So yeah, we are playing The Sims 4, and specifically our Portal Project Challenge, which is a spin the wheel challenge where at the beginning of each stream, we spin the wheel. Well, at the end of each stream, we spin the wheel to find out what we're doing the previous, for the next. Let me try this again. Okay. Portal Project Challenge is a spin the wheel challenge. At the end of each stream, we spin the wheel to find out what we're doing at the beginning of the next stream. See, I knew I would get it right eventually. So yeah, on Monday night we spun the wheel and it gave us kitchen clutter kit. So I'm playing with my pen again. Hi Optane, how you doing? Glad to see ya. Guess what I forgot to do? Let me get Wisebot up. But yes, I am looking forward to getting into the kitchen clutter kit. We're gonna do that. I think we have enough money to be able to do that. So we will do that first thing as soon as we get the game up and running. And speaking of getting things up and running, let me grab Wisebot here so that everyone over on Twitch can use their entrance alerts. There we go. Opting, it's harder to jump scare me when the bots are asleep. This is very true. It is on, by the way. How are you doing, Opting? You doing all right? I'm glad as always to see you. So, are we looking forward to the wheel? Because kitchen clutter kit isn't going to take long to do at all. So we are going to get a secondary spin of the wheel tonight. So it's going to be fun. Opting, it's currently 32 degrees Celsius. Wow, that is warm. That is like summertime warm. Wow. Isn't that a bit abnormal where you are this time of year? Hold on, I've got to look. It's currently 15 degrees Celsius here in the UK, which is a nice, not cold, not hot, just almost perfect temperature, in my opinion, anyway. But 32 is borderline too warm. 32 is definitely like July weather here. So, but at least with it being 32 degrees, that means, you can work outside, right? And you don't have to worry about being cold and all that wonderful stuff. So I've got some good news and some bad news for you all, by the way. The good news is that there's been a teaser that has appeared, a little teaser website that has appeared online by the Sims team, and we're gonna take a look at it tonight. Let me go all the way back here. There we go. We're gonna take a look at it tonight, because it is very, very interesting, and I have a little bit of behind the scenes look into it as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. So we're gonna take a look at this website and dissect it, and then we're gonna go into The Sims 4. So Opting, it isn't odd to get 32 degrees Celsius temperatures now and then where you're at. Needless to say, you've been getting it more frequently and for longer stretches in recent years. Yeah. Um, when I first came to the UK 20 years ago, it was it was very wet. I mean, it rained. I swear it rained like every other day here in the UK. And we've it's been a really dry year so far this year. The weather's been warmer. When it rains, it only rains a little bit instead of like every other day. Might rain like like a minute or two, one day, and then we'll get like a week long without it raining again, which is very weird for the UK because the UK it's known for raining. And the fact that it hasn't rained much so far this year is very, very telling as far as climate change and all that stuff. So it is a worrying trend around the world. Um, Weather is warmer and drier and not at all nice. I mean, I do like the warm weather, but I also like the rain, you know? And the fact that it's not raining much is very, very worrying. But we'll have to see how it goes. I don't think it's going to get any better, to be honest. So anyway, so let's go into this. So as I said before, oops, hold on, let's go over to this side. There we go. As I said before, the Sims team have given us this new website called somethingisgrowing.com. And you open up the website and it starts off with this here that gives you a nice green wallpaper, which I really like, and this little keyhole, and it says take a peek inside, and you can hit the enter button. And when you hit the enter button, you get it zooms in through the keyhole into this this. This is the very first one that we were presented with, which I think is really, really interesting. So we've got this diorama. We've got a stone path here that leads to a little house. We've got a very light lit um, stand here with bottles and a mortar and pestle. We've got this fern growing here. We got a berry bush. We got another plant here. This weird tree here. Mountains, birds singing, and clouds floating by in the sky above. Now, I'm going to tell you all right now, there has been a rumor going on that this is AI. This is not an AI image or an AI video. This is an actual miniature diorama that the Sims team have made and filmed and taken photos of and stuff like that. They have shown me some behind the scenes footage that I unfortunately cannot show you because I'm under NDA for the photos that they've shown me. Because they're planning on doing a behind the scenes video themselves coming up soon, but they have shown pictures and said that we could talk about the pictures that we saw. And yeah, it's this in their own studio. It's this about yay big. Uh, Sorry, I can't. You can't really tell. It's about a 3 foot, 3 foot tall or long diorama, little miniature, and it's seriously, seriously awesome. So yeah, we've got that. This is the first one. It says get lost in Innis Green. Innis Green is going to be the new world in the DLC coming up. So as you peek through the leaves and see a quaint town, the sign reads Innis Green, a beautifully lush world where Sims live in harmony with nature. You discover there are 3 neighborhoods to explore: a quiet waterfront town where they're all about gnomes, a grove where nature and civilization blend together, and an enchanting magical forest. What else awaits you here? So we know that the new world is going to be called Innis Green, and we know that there's going to be 3 worlds, one of which loves gnomes. Another one is a grove. Um, which is going to be interesting because it says where nature and civilization blend together. That's going to be really interesting to see. And the third one is an enchanting magical forest. Now that's going to be loads of fun as well, I think, to explore. Now, if we move to the next video, they've been updating this every day for the last few days, by the way. We've got this video here that shows, it's a bit later in the day, it shows fog and a gnome here off to the side. The fern has grown. Someone has picked a basket full of berries from the bush. And it says, get lost in natural living. You wake up under the stars and see other Sims meeting their needs outdoors without beds or plumbing. You're hungry, but you spot some delicious looking mushrooms by a tree. Looks like you'll sustain yourself just fine. So it sounds like maybe the grove that blends natural living, civilization and nature. It sounds like maybe you'll be able to forage your food. Maybe we'll be able to sleep on the ground. I'm guessing like in sleeping bags or whatever. Or being able to sleep on the ground, I think would be really, really cool. I would love the capability to be able to do that. That would be so cool. Opting, are there unenchanted magical forests? Never. No. There's no such thing. No such thing. So yeah, this is really interesting. And then we go into the next one, and we're to the evening, and it's changed a little bit. We've got the gnome here, and the gnome has spilled a vial of liquid, which is like a potion or water or something. There's mushrooms all around. Little gnome is giggling in the background as well. The basket of berries is gone, but the plant that was here is now in a pot. And it says, get lost in 3 new traits. 3 new traits will play a role in how Sims relate to their world. You befriend fellow plant lovers, have enlightening encounters with mystical Sims, and even have run-ins with disruptive Sims. So 3 new traits: mystical Sims, plant lovers, and disruptive. So that's, again, I'm looking forward to playing with those new traits. That's going to be loads of fun. Then last night, the website updated with this. So we've got the moon and stars. We've got some magic dust coming down to do something with the fern. We've got 3 gnomes now. We've got even more mushrooms, which are all glowing in the dark. And the potion now has a bit of Simlish here in the liquid. And I can tell you right now, the Simlish here says enchanted by nature. I looked it up, don't worry. And Enchanted by Nature is the name of the upcoming pack that has Innisland and on all of this stuff. So it says, get lost in ailments. You've been feeling a little funny. An ailment with strange effects has befallen you. You learn you have to work hard to put the cure together, but it's not all bad. It turns out honing the apothecary skill is fun, and who knows, it might even lead you to a new career path. So there's going to be a new illness, and I'm guessing that's going to be a new death type. Pure speculation, but usually when they add something like that into the game, it's a new death type. And the fact that there's a cure for it kind of makes me think that, yeah, there's going to be a death associated with this. The apothecary skill, and I'm guessing a career path that is an apothecary career path as well. Opting, super early dinner has been requested. Back later. No worries. Thank you for dropping by, Opting. I hope you enjoy your dinner. And finally, tonight, it updated again, and it's morning. And the fern is sparkling with an enchantment. The berries are over here in a small basket by the by this apothecary table, I'm guessing. And it says, "Get lost in enchantment." Enchantment. Sorry. You've woken at dawn to the sound of high pitched laughter, somehow both sweet and sinister. All of a sudden, you're met with a magical presence. You're a little afraid at first, but you learn to embrace all the wonder and mischief these creatures' abilities can bring. Nurturing plants, influencing emotions, and a whole lot more you're still yet to discover. Eyes bleary with sleep, you look around at your strange and wonderful surroundings. Living at one with nature, with enchanting new friends, and even a new career, you have a feeling you'll be right at home here. And so your new life begins. Very, very interesting. And I don't know what the pitched laughter is attached to. Mandalicious, hello. How are you doing? Glad to see you. They did do a really good job with this promo website. I agree. And as I said earlier, this is all handmade. All of this, this entire diorama. There's been a rumor going around that this is AI generated. It isn't. Um, I've got I've heard word from the Sims team themselves, and yeah, they've said that this and shown to the EA creators, to the people in the Sims creator network, that this is an entire handmade diorama, which is seriously awesome. And they said that they're going to be making giving us a behind the scenes look soon. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing that behind the scenes look. It's going to be so cool. But how are you doing, Mandalicious? You all right? Glad to see you here. So yeah, what all do you think about this website and about the little hints and teases that they've given us for the new DLC, the new pack, the new world? Hold on, itchy nose. There we go. I am really, really looking forward to it. I don't know if there's going to be fairies, as in like an actual fairy occult. There might be fairies that are more along the lines of automated, like the bunnies and birds are in Country Living. If they do make it a new occult of fairies, I think it would be really awesome, but I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. I'm picturing that the fairies are going to be, similar to the foxes and the birds and the bunnies. I'm really hoping that they're a playable occult, but we'll have to wait and see. They're not telling me anything. But I am looking forward to this. The amount of effort that has gone into this is just so amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, my friends, with that, let's continue. Let's move over to The Sims 4, shall we? Not that save. This one. We're moving to this one. Mandalicious, you're all right, all good, no complaints. You're really keen to see the behind the scenes. Yes, 100%. You don't want to get your hopes up, but you're still really excited to see more. Yes. I know that there's going to be people who are disappointed no matter what. But personally, I'm really excited to see what they've got in store. I can't wait to see the 3 new areas of the new world. I'm hesitant to call them neighborhoods because they're weird. The way that they've described them is like 3 areas of the new world instead of neighborhoods, because you've got the village that is gnome oriented. You've got the uh enchanted, or you've got the grove where it sounds like people live off the land without homes, and then you've got the enchanted forest, which I'm definitely looking forward to. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting, I think, to find out what is happening there. Um, let me just check to see if they've announced anything. If I can get things working. I just want to see if they've like announced anything since the last time I checked. But no, they haven't. Okay, yeah, they haven't announced anything yet tonight. So I do know that they are planning on making an announcement. Or at least I'm expecting them. I can't really say they're planning on it because I don't really know, but I know that I am fully expecting to get an announcement either tomorrow or Friday. It wouldn't surprise me if they give us an announcement, like a new roadmap either tomorrow or Friday. We'll have to see. Oh, hold on. Ugh, stupid allergies. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, I'm hoping that we'll get the proper, Sims 4 roadmap um, by the end of this week or beginning of next week at the very latest. Fingers fingers crossed for it. Mandalicious, you 100% agree. There's already been people upset, but that's how it always goes with new packs. Oh yeah, 100%. You're always excited even if it isn't for you. You think this pack would be wondrous for rags to riches. Yes. Can you imagine like starting off in um the one that they say is civilization mixed with nature, so it sounds like a you know living off the land style, starting off there with no home and then moving into the village and then maybe going from there moving into another world in the Sims, maybe like Hinford on Bagley, and then just that would be really interesting. I might actually have to make a challenge for it, a miniature challenge, because I've got so much stuff on my plate right now. I don't think I would have time for like an absolute huge long legacy challenge, but a mini challenge might be fun. All right, so let's go back. Let's go into my Sims. This is a Portal Project Challenge. For those of you who might be new, I will explain again. Portal Project Challenge is a challenge that I created myself. It is a spin the wheel challenge. And basically, what we do is we spin the wheel, we get a task, we do the task. It's kind of simple, but it's winter. No, but I wrote down for this challenge a task for every single world and every single piece of DLC, including kits for The Sims 4. And every time they drop new DLC, I add it to the list. And the goal is to finish everything that's Sims 4 related that's on the task wheel by the end of this year. Um, so far, we're doing really well. We've got less than 30 tasks left out of nearly 90. So we are getting there. Mandalicious, it would be fantastic for storytelling to go through the levels of the neighborhoods. You had the same thought. Yeah, I am so looking forward to seeing what other creators do with this new world when it comes out. It's going to be so much fun, I think. Absolutely, just loads of fun. So is it Christmas right now? Yes, we're still on Winterfest. It has been a hot minute since I've played them this save because we've had so much other things to do. Like we've played, what was it? I played Sims 1. We did a Sims 1 one tile challenge. And then I did something else that means I couldn't go on to the it's been a couple of weeks, let me tell you. It has definitely been a couple of weeks. So let's go in, see how everyone's doing. The answer is not so well. Everyone is hungry, everyone is not happy for some reason or another, but it'll be fine. Everyone will be absolutely fine. Let me remind myself where we're at. So today is Winterfest. Friday is the twins' birthday as well as our teenagers. Wow, already? I swear she just turned from a child to a teenager like a few days ago, as in like in-game days ago. But she must not have. She must have been a teenager for quite some time. Huh? Weird. Oh well, it's fine. I'm I'm not gonna. Yeah, everything is fine. Right. You get yourself something to eat. Olive, how dare you steal that hot dog from from Eileen? Eileen was going to get that, and you just stole it. Oh, you're hungry. Where's the butler? Where is the butler? So, my sim is a vampire werewolf spellcaster, and he is thirsty. So, we need to feed, and I need to find the butler so that we can feed from the butler. Oh, wait. Okay, my sim found the butler. Fantastic. Okay. Um, I want you to feed from the butler. We're nearly starving to death, so we'll do a deep drink. The things you have to go through in The Sims, am I right? So we'll take care of all of my Sims' needs, and then we will go from there to um, the kitchen clutter kit, which is what we're supposed to be doing tonight. That is our first task. Okay, so that's my sim nice and happy. Olive is tired. Okay, she's taking care of the baby. That's fine. Eileen is going to go cry. Um, you go cry, Eileen. It's fine. Martini is very. I swear, I do not understand why toddlers get sad when someone dies. Because from losing a grandparent. Okay, that I can kind of understand, but toddlers, I don't know. Do toddlers really understand death? Because when I was a little kid, I can just barely remember when my great grandfather passed away. I was like 5, so I was definitely not a toddler, and it did not affect me as much as my grandmother passing away when I was a teenager. So I'm not sure. I don't think a toddler would be very sad. They might be a little bit sad, but I don't think they would be like extremely sad. Also, you need a bath, little one. You definitely 100% need a bath. So, why don't we ask your mom for a bath? And then Thorny is tired and also needs a bath, but that's fine. Um, where? Oh, there she is. I will just have her sleep and that'll be fine. Olive, you can also go to sleep. I think Olive is a bit deep. There we go. So now she can go to sleep. And hopefully it works. All right. No, I do not want to be a chef. Okay, no, you're not talking to Martini. Martini wants a bath. Martini, please ask someone for a bath, please. Ask ask your mom. And Olive, sorry. I know I said that you were going to bed, but your daughter really needs a bath. I don't know how people do it. So Mandalicious or and anyone watching, how many Sims do you usually play with? when you play in The Sims, how many Sims in your household do you usually have? Because I personally um prefer like not to go over three. Three or four tops. Five for me is well out of my comfort zone. I struggle with five. There was one time that I had 8 Sims in my household, and oh my goodness, I was so stressed out. I honestly did not know what to do with myself. There was just so much going on. I couldn't pay attention to any one Sim for any particular time because I felt like I had to take care of them all. I am very micromanaging in The Sims, so but yeah, it was one of the most stressful periods for me. So how people handle it, I have no idea. But in any event, let's go then into our um my brain just went blank. Let's go into the kitchen and we will clutter up the kitchen. Mandelicious, usually 3, but only 1 can be a toddler. You struggle with toddlers. It's like a workout. Same. Oh my gosh. I'm struggling with these two. It more than 1 infant or toddler at once and just oh my gosh, it gets so stressful. The most I've ever played with toddlers was 3. And I did the too many toddler scenario with 3 toddlers. And that was so freaking difficult. My Sims, and me being a stickler for punishment, I made it a rags to riches as well. So rags to riches, too many toddlers challenge. My adult Sim ended up dying um, right before the scenario was finished. I had one toddler Sim who needed to level up in potty training, and then the scenario would have finished. And my adult Sim died from embarrassment. From extreme mortification. Like literally, it was pixels away from hitting that specific level in potty training. And yeah, I was not happy. But that is what happens with The Sims. And yeah, you never can tell what's going to happen with The Sims. Okay, so did she actually get anything from the. No, she did not. Okay, it's fine. Right then, let's go into build mode and do the kitchen clutter kit. Because we're going to clutter up this kitchen. Kitchen clutter. Right there. Haha. Mandelicious, your Sim would die. You have no chance. I have seen people do the Too Many Toddler Challenge with 1 adult Sim and 7 toddlers. And I'm like, how in the world did you not go absolutely out of your mind playing with 7 toddlers? There is no way. Absolutely no way. I don't know how people do it. I really, really don't. Okay, so what do we need here? We've got a bunch of kitchen clutter objects. And I'm thinking we're going to try to use as much of it as we can. We've got nearly 11,000 simoleons to work with. So we've got the culinary caddy. And I'm also going to try to match the color scheme if at all possible. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I know you can't intersect other objects. Let me turn move objects on. And I might as well do hidden objects as well. So if in case you're wondering why I'm reaching over, um, I've got my Stream Deck set up so that it inputs my most used cheats for me. So so literally all I have to do is hit a button and it will input like it will toggle build mode for me. or it will enable cheats for me. That's another button. The third button is to move objects. And I've got a third button that does hidden objects and unlocks entitlements and all of that in one button push. I love my Stream Deck. It's such a good cheat. Mandalicious 7. Oh my word, that is totally brave. I agree. Brave or foolhardy. I'm not quite sure which one. But yeah, there is absolutely no way that I could do that many toddlers at once. Just no. Okay, so we've got the caddy here, the culinary caddy. And then we've got the snap and stash bin. Now, I don't want to use up too much of the actual counter space that I've got here because I'm already using up quite a bit. So I think most of the stuff that I use will be, most of the space that I use will be on this. So we'll use one, that there. This is a large bin. There we are. I'm just, putting things here and there. I think I'll put that there actually, because no one ever uses that corner anyway, because it's already full of stuff. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We got the cutting board. I love the kitchen clutter kit because there is literally like an absolute ton of stuff in this kit. So much stuff. And it's so cool looking. We got the vintage scales that are really neat. And unfortunately, they're not, because if you actually look, they're not interactable, which is a shame. I would love for the scales to be actually interactable. Like when they cook food, I would absolutely love if they could, if they would like use the scales, because that would be neat. Unfortunately, the Sims team, I don't know if they're not able to do it or if they just decide not to do it or what, but yeah, they very rarely put cross pack play in, because that would be really, really good. Interactiveness. What was it? Was it the Chef Hustle kit or Chef Hustle? Yeah, Home Chef Hustle pack. That would be cross play with that pack. So, but unfortunately, they didn't do it. I can't hold on. She knows. I can complain, but I'm not going to too much. So we're gonna get rid of the sink and use the casual clutter sink instead. Just a bit of a sink upgrade. I love this sink. This is the only sink that I know of that has actual like dirty dishes in the sink. And I freaking love it. It is so awesome. Let's see. We've got this gourmet greenery, which I'm actually going to do a little bit of cheating here. There we go. A little bit of alt placement. Alt placement is one of the best tricks ever when you do builds in The Sims. Nondelicious, it would be sweet animations too, especially if we cook together with some of the clutter items integrated. Yes, it would be so neat. And I would love to see them add stuff like that. Just that little tiny bit of cross-platform play, or cross-pack play, sorry, would be so cool. Right, let's see. Yeah, that looks good. We're just going to give the tile tapestry backsplash across here. I'm not going to try to get it too perfect, but I do want to get it as good as I can. Mainly because I am a stickler for getting things to tile nicely, So we'll do it just like, hold on, I'm going to have to, there we go. Yeah, we'll do that. This backsplash, by the way, is again, absolutely love this backsplash. There's a recent pack that they did the backsplash with as well. And I'm really hoping that they continue to give us more because these are just seriously, seriously awesome. I so love them. And this is where it's gonna cost me an absolute arm and a leg because these are well no, these are actually quite cheap. They're 10 simoleons each, so they're not too bad. Um, but I love them. They're so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. So let's see, what else do we have here? We've got some artwork, which yeah, we'll put one there. I'm not gonna like use multiple of things. I probably will with some things, but not. I want to at least put one thing, one of each thing in if I can. So we'll. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that was an actual like a shelf item, so you can put something on top of this little scales. That at least is kind of neat. We've got some cereal here, which I'm gonna put here on the countertop. Sinkside essentials will go, of course, by the sink. Bake off oh, these are oven mitts, yes. Which I think we'll do in red, and we'll go ahead and put them right there next to the oven. We've not long ago redid this entire kitchen. This kitchen has been redone twice? Twice, yeah. It's been properly redone twice, and this is like the third time that we've done anything with this kitchen so far. So I'm loving it. I all the things that they've been giving us for kitchens lately is just so good. We've got these kitchen canisters. I think we'll do yeah in the pinkish red, and I will actually get rid of these because these are from the country kitchen, I think. So I will go ahead and do a couple of these, whoops, of these canisters there. Then we've got the dishes, which I wish we could alt place on countertops. I really do, without like needing to pull the countertops away from the wall like this. I really wish we could just alt place because it really annoys me that I'm gonna have if I really wanted to put them over here, I would have to move two countertops just to be able to alt place. And yeah, why can't we just alt place with the countertops being staying where they are? It's just so annoying. Sorry. I try not to complain too much about The Sims, but sometimes I just have to complain. Okay, I think I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to do it. I am definitely, yeah. It's driving me a little bit nuts. So I think yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then I kind of want that to go there. Yes, that works perfectly. Okay. I'm keeping in mind this is like the only open countertop that we have in this kitchen. So I really don't want to I really don't want to put anything on here because then they won't be able to cook. So Mandelicious, it's your biggest pet peeve as well. You want to use the whole counter. Exactly. Exactly. Why do we only have like three, maybe four places that we can put things on the countertop? We should be able to place things no matter, like as close together as we want. without having to move the counter over to, the next lot or something. And I know I'm exaggerating there, but sometimes it feels like that's how far we have to move it away just to be able to alt place things. Cookies. Yes. I will have some cookies, please. Give me the cookies. I would love a cookie right now. Like a homemade chocolate chip cookie sounds really good right now. I may have a little bit of a sweet tooth, but it's fine. I'm gonna put this cleaning caddy like down there, kind of like at a little jaunty angle for the butler. The butler needs some cleaning supplies, right? My Sims don't clean anything, but the butler could use them. It's what I'm sticking with. All right. It is 100% what I'm sticking with. It's a story, and that's how it goes. All right, what is this? Flower powered ensemble. Oh yeah, this is the little baking set. I love this with the dough and the eggs and the flour. That is so cool. That is a really, really nice touch. And something like this is perfect for simmers who like to do like machinima or, photo stories and share them online. This is perfect for that. And there are different little swatches of this, different colors. You got what looks like maybe chocolate in there. I absolutely love it. All of this is just way, way too cute, in my opinion, anyway. Also, I've just noticed it's really, really quiet. Should we get a little bit of music going on here? Just a little bit of words, of instrumental music. Sorry, words sometimes just fail me, and I berate myself every time it happens. I'm like, come on, brain, you know how to speak English. And my brain's like, are you sure? And I'm like, I don't know. But there you go. Let's try some jazz and instrumental, and we'll put a little bit of music on. I will turn it down a bit so that it's not too loud. One, I don't want to have to yell over the top of the music, and two, I want to make sure that you all can hear me over the top of the music without me yelling. So there we go. Bit of epidemic sound. Pop instrumental music. And it gives me a chance to dance. Instead of listening to the music that my tinnitus plays for me, I can listen to actual music. Do any of you get tinnitus, by the way? Do any of you have tinnitus? Because I've got the whole gamut of tinnitus. All right, so with tinnitus, you've got people who have tinnitus. They can like hear like a high-pitched whine, or sometimes like a ringing sound. Sometimes like people who suffer from tinnitus will hear a whooshing sound, like almost like a pulse in their ears. And there are some people who have what's called auditory hallucination tinnitus. And it is where they will hear music or singing or people talking, where there's no one around. There is no music playing. There is no one talking. But their brain will just like hear the whine of a fan, and will substitute, instead of the whine of the fan or the whir of the fan, will substitute music. I get the whole lot, and when I start suffering, getting the auditory hallucination tinnitus, the music version, I will have like whole orchestral pieces of music just going through my brain, and I swear up and down I can hear it. No one else can hear it, of course, because it's not really there, but just whole orchestral, cellos and violins and clarinets and trombones and drums and all sorts. And last night when I had a flare up, I was hearing rock music, like proper hard rock, Metallica style music. It was really weird, but it is really weird. But I would rather have that auditory musical tinnitus than the whining and the pulsing, because that's just so annoying. I don't like it when I get that, but there you go. Mandalicious, this pack is actually so cute. It's the first time you're seeing it. I love this pack. Seriously. I'm not a huge kit. I hate kits. Normally. I absolutely hate kits. Because EA is basically telling Maxis, we only want you to do kits. You have to produce X number of kits per quarter. And I can, in my opinion, I mean, the artists probably love it because it's, you know, allows them to make loads of stuff. But it also keeps them from really digging down deep into the world kit, the world packs, the packs with new worlds and stuff. And they're having to like devote a lot of their time to kits. So I hate it because of that, because it's basically EA being money grabbing in my eyes. But this kit is really good. Surprisingly, normally I'm like, yeah, it's another kit, bleh. But this one is absolutely so on point and so lovely. We've got this cookbook display as well, so let's give them the black one, I think. And I think, because we got this cookbook stand over here, so I'm thinking, if Eileen, you are kind of in the way, sweetheart, but it's okay. I'm thinking that if I stop it, can maybe put it there at an angle. I'm not sure that's exactly where it needs to. Nope, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, yes. That works. Hold on, let's... Yeah, that works perfectly. Okay, good. Fantastic. I love it. Then we got the clutter carousel. This reminds me so much. This little thing here. My mother had one of these carousels when Lazy Susans, when I was a kid growing up, and she used it to hold all of her spices. And I remember I would empty it of everything that was on it when I was really little, and I would use it, and I would just spin it, and I would put like little marbles on it and get the Lazy Susan spinning and watch the marbles rolling around, and I would put my dolls on it and pretend it was a merry-go-round for my dolls. I absolutely love this. It is seriously so cute. Then we got the cookie chaos, and this is another baking thing. So I'm not sure where to put this, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe there, and get rid of these flowers. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good place for them. Then we've got the Flavor Haven, which is basically a spice rack. And I'm gonna have to put it here, because there's literally nowhere else in this kitchen. This kitchen is gonna be so cluttered. It's just, yeah. Way too much. I'm gonna have to make this pink. And we will put it, like, right here. That works. I know that pink and red don't normally go together, but they don't have a proper red swatch in this kit. I really wish they did. I'm glad that they've got black, but when you already have black countertops, putting black stuff on black countertops is too much black, in my opinion. But I am very glad, at least, that they did give us a black swatch. So I'm not gonna complain a whole lot. I will complain, but I'm not gonna complain as much as I normally would. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll put it there. We'll get rid of this other knife the counter knife block, and we'll just put that like right there. Then we've got the little lunchbox, and can I just say, I love this lunchbox. This little lunchbox, let me find a place for it real quick. This little lunchbox, I'm gonna put it here for now to show it off. This is actually usable. So it is basically like the closed lunchbox that is already in the game. But this is an open one with, you can see little carrot sticks, I think that's cauliflower, not cauliflower, cucumber. A little jug of milk, a sandwich, and the little cheese dippers. And your Sims can actually use this to get a snack from. So it's only 100 simoleons, and it would be a great thing to use for rags to riches. As a way to keep your Sims from starving, you know. And I think I'll put that there. Yeah, we'll put that right there next to the knives and the carousel. Not exactly the safest place to put it, you know, when kids are concerned, because knives, but it's fine. We've got the kitchen timer, and again, this kitchen timer actually works. I'm gonna put it like right there. Hold on. Let's move that. No, stop. Right there? Yeah, we'll put it right there. So it actually works. You can click on it. Here, I'll show you. You can actually click on this, and you can set alarm for the room for specific times. So that's really, really neat. And it actually goes off. You hear like a ringing, you know, an actual audible alarm in the game when it goes off. And it works very similar to the alarm clocks in the game. And the new working alarm clocks in the game. And I like it. I honestly keep forgetting to use it, but I like it. We've got this refrigerator as well, a brand new refrigerator, which I'm going to go ahead, sell this one. And this is the Magnet Marvel fridge, which we have in black. And this has a bunch of little decorations on it. You know, you got all sorts of stuff here. Photos, flyers, magnets, absolutely lovely. So we'll put that there. Mandelicious, is it? Yeah. The snack box, yeah, is completely usable. So I'll show you. You click on it, and there you go. You can grab a drink, have a quick meal. So you got your normal stuff, you know, your normal quick meal stuff that you can access from the fridge. So cold cuts, ham and cheese sandwich, yogurt, popcorn, peanut butter and jelly. You can have a drink, which is, you know, there's grapefruit seltzer water, milk, off-brand soda. Off-brand soda, I love it. Orange juice, yeah. You can even put it in your Sims inventory so that they can grab food on the go while they're out and about, which, again, absolutely freaking love. It's such a neat little thing. Right, we've got one more thing to put out, and that's the Fresh Finds grocery bag. And this is another thing perfect for rags to riches, or if you're doing living off the land type thing, or off the grid, because this bag, again, let me find a place to put it. There we go. We'll put it on the ground. This bag here is usable. You can open it, and you can store things in it. Now, you cannot store perishables in this. You can store fresh produce, you know, like apples, anything that is homegrown from your Sims garden, you can put in this. Unfortunately, you can put dishes, you know, like cooked dishes in here, but it doesn't work as a refrigerator, so the food still goes off, unfortunately. I tested it, and it is a shame. You can also use it to purchase groceries. So, and you can buy everything here, you know, apple, bottle of milk, carrot, cheese, egg, flour, all that wonderful stuff. Wrapped meat, but again, the the stuff like the milk and the cheese and the wrapped meat will go off. But it's still a neat little thing. So like if you don't want your sim for some reason to use a refrigerator or an off-grid ice box, you can use this at least to buy some produce and store your fresh goods in there, you know, fresh fruit and veg and stuff. So Mandalicious, you love this. Thanks. Oh, you're very welcome. When I do any of this in this challenge playthrough, I do like walking through the kits, or you know, whatever pack I'm building in, because I know not everyone has seen all of this stuff. So I figure walking through it as I'm decorating benefits both me, because there's some things that, even though I look at everything, there's still some things that I haven't noticed. Will you please feed the rat, please? We don't want Whiskers the Fourth to go hungry. Oh, the poor thing. We have been ignoring the poor rat. Hold on. Let me just. There we go. That's better. Okay. The poor little rat. We just haven't had the chance to play with them yet this tonight, and they need lots of attention, these little guys. Aw, poor thing. Anyway. We really need to do up the bathroom at some point. I mean, this is still the bathroom that I started with when we started this challenge. For those of you who are like new, let me show you around. This is my, I know you can't see very well because it's winter, but this is my mansion. It started off as like an abandoned mansion, so you can see that the rooftops are still, you know, quite horrible looking. And the whole story is that my sim was homeless, no money, was stuck in the middle of winter, outside in a snowstorm, and came across this abandoned mansion. He went into the mansion to take shelter from the storm and found this journal, and he thought, oh, I'll read it to pass the time. And the journal basically said, you know, if you're reading this, then it means that my scientific endeavor was a success, and I built this portal that takes you to an alternate reality. And it said, please find the portal room located in the basement. So I went down to the portal room in the basement. My son found another book which read, if you're reading this, then I need your help. I went through the portal and I obviously haven't returned if you're reading this, so I need you to rebuild the portal. And it says do all of the tasks in this book, which is the wheel, and help rebuild the portal and help me get back to your reality. So that's what we've been doing, is we've been doing the tasks that are in the book, you know, the wheel, and slowly rebuilding the portal by doing all of the tasks and collecting different things from each of the worlds that we visit as well. So we look all the way down at the bottom. Mandalicious, you dropped off the radar with a few packs since for rent, so you don't know very well what's come out thoroughly. You started the Very Berry Challenge and lost yourself in it. Oh, wow. I love the Berry Challenge. Seriously, the Very Berry Challenge and the Not So Berry Challenge are such good challenges. Unfortunately, I've never finished either. I am more of a short-term challenge simmer. I love my challenges, but I tend to lose interest in them after playing them for like a few months. This is a long-term challenge, but because I'm doing it on live stream, I am so invested, and because I think it's also because I've made it myself, I'm so invested in finishing it, and I'm really, really enjoying this challenge so far. So we've got, this is the portal room. It is in the sub-basement, and it is fully decorated now. It was very horrible looking and like very rundown looking, and now it's got, you know, we've got a few little things decorating it here and there, and you know, the basement pack, basement kit stuff. And this right, I wish I could get all the way down there, but this right here is the portal itself that we have been slowly rebuilding. Every time we have a pack that is from, you know, that's got a world attached to it, we go and visit that world, and we take something from that world, either from build by or something that we find while visiting the world, and we use it to build up the sides of the portal, you know, around the portal. So we've got all sorts of little bits and bots. We've got a bee. We've got a mooncaster pot lid from when my sim became a werewolf, sorry. We've got a familiar orb from when my sim became a spellcaster. You know, we've got absolute loads of stuff here. We even have Dirk Dreamer's celebrity tile from when my sim briefly became an actor. Yeah, just loads of stuff. And the idea, of course, is to, you know, to slowly build up the portal and repair it. And then we'll see what happens when we get to that point. Mandelicious, the portal challenge is such fun though, from what I've shared in the vid description. Oh, thank you so much. Once I'm finished with the challenge, because I'm live streaming, this is basically my test run, so that I can make sure that all of the tasks are doable, and if they need any tweaks, then I'll tweak them. But yeah, this is basically my test run, and when I'm finished, so like, you know, at the end of the year, around Christmas time, I will that's when I will upload the challenge publicly for everyone to try themselves if they wish to do so. So then we got my basement, and the basement at the moment is a bowling alley with bar. So we got a bowling alley, we got a bar, we've got a little nectar space over here, which we haven't used yet. This stuff was actually in the mansion when we found it, you know, just completely covered in dust, and I've left it over there because we will eventually, hopefully, need to make nectar, but we'll see how it goes. No, it's alright. I don't want to do that. I'm a little bit busy, my friend. I'm a little bit busy. Plus, it's Christmas, and no one wants to duel on Winterfest, you know? I mean, come on. The main section of the house, we've got a little lounge area, a little seating area here. We've got the main living area here, which the toddlers have kind of taken over a little bit. We've got a secret door here that leads into this seating area and the basement. Then we've got our bachelor den here with a big screen TV and a bar and everything. We got the kitchen, which you've seen. The dining room and another seating area here using the spooky stuff pack. Then going up, we've got my Sim's bedroom with another seating area. We've got a seating area in the bathroom because I needed a place to put it, you know, all the pet stuff. We've got Olive's room, which needs to be done up, but I'm waiting to get it on as a task. This is Eileen's room with all of the gamer stuff, the teenage stuff. We've got a in-house gym. Then in here, again, another secret passageway, a secret door leading to the secret sanctuary. Then going up the next floor, is our photo studio, the butler's bedroom, and the toddler's bedroom. And then we've got like this spot here, which is our little knitting nook, and an empty room, which will eventually, hopefully, be a bathroom one day. But we're getting there. We are indeed getting there. And I absolutely love this mansion. It's huge, but the funny thing is it's not big enough to do every single bit of DLC. We need a larger house to have enough rooms to do every bit of DLC. So as we get more tasks, I'm having to redo rooms, and it's loads of fun. Absolute loads of fun. Okay, so she's done that. Ask the dust bunny to search for valuables. We've got so many dust bunnies. The butler is definitely not doing his job as far as dusting is concerned. Okay, we got 6 simoleons from that dust bunny. That's something at least. Alright, is anyone starving to death? Oh, jeez. Go to the toilet. Get yourself something to eat. Then go to sleep. Oh my gosh. Everyone is like starving because I've been chatting for too long. Right. You also... Sorry, I just thought I heard a spaceship. I'm like, I think it's the music in the background though, so it's fine. Yeah, get yourself something to eat and then you can go to bed. No. Toilet. Then food. Then sleep. Okay. You also need to eat. Oh gosh, these poor toddlers are just not doing well. Okay, I'm gonna cheat with the toddlers. Let's open the refrigerator. Let's grab them some food. Alright, you little one, why don't you eat some roast chicken? And you also grab yourself a plate of roast chicken. Oh, these babies are so stinky. Oh. Man, delicious. Eileen, I clean when I'm sad too, lol. Yeah, one of the one of the toddlers' grandparents has passed away, and I'm not sure which one. It'll be one of the Tinker family. I could probably look it up. Let's see. Is it gonna show us or show me? Let's see. We go into Simology and oh, okay. So it was Cletus Harris. Gideon Harris's father has passed away. Gideon is like... He's not really in the picture. He was like a one-night stand between him and Olive. And, yeah, his grandfather, whom the toddlers have never met, has passed away. In fact, I don't think any of my Sims have met Cletus Harris. So it is really weird that everyone is grieving over a guy that they've never met. So... Okay. You are supposed to be... No, don't... Go eat food. You are starving to death. Go and eat food, little one. Oh, these Sims. Okay, you at least are doing okay. Are you going to be eating? No, you're going to sleep. Okay. You're at least not starving to death anymore, so you can sleep. That's fine. These poor toddlers. We really, really need to pay attention to these toddlers for a bit. You are nearly... Okay, right. Where's the... Why are you terrified? Spooked out and scary... it's fine. Where is the... I need food. Oh. Eileen. Eileen. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, Eileen. Will you, you know... It's the great thing about being a vampire. I should probably get him some plasma fruit bags, but... Why? When we have 3 adults on... on the lot, you know? Not delicious, it's the thought of Sim Grandpa that made them sad. Optine, welcome back. I did not beat the game, no. But we have cluttered up the kitchen by quite a bit. The kitchen is looking very cluttered. Oh. Poor Eileen. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Muir, why don't you... Actually, you know what? I keep forgetting. You're a magic user, Muir. You should be able to do... I keep forgetting. You can't cast spells on toddlers. So stupid. So stupid that you can't cast spells on toddlers. Fine. Clean up Thorny. And then clean up Martini, please. Just once per toddler, just to get their hygiene level up a little bit. Then, Werewolf and Groom Self. It's fine. It's fine. So, Optine, what did you have for dinner? Anything good? I fixed tonight. I fixed southern coated chicken. It wasn't southern fried chicken, but it was chicken breast with a southern spicy southern spice mix, you know, spice rub. So I had that with green beans and sweet potato mash. It was very tasty. Oh, and gravy with chicken drippings in it. You know, from cooking the chicken. So good. So tasty. Okay, so he's running down. Eileen has had a nap, so let's take care of the rat again. There we go. Make sure that the rat gets their needs up. Martini is hungry and tired, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to open up this, get some fish tacos. Martini, why don't you grab a serving of fish tacos, please, little one? And then Thorny needs the toilet, so we can have Thorny go potty. Thorny also needs to go to sleep, but we'll let Thorny, we'll let Thor go to the toilet first. Martini is fine with the toilet. She's absolutely, she's doing good. So I'm gonna have her take a nap after she's finished eating. We're getting there. We're getting there with these kids. My Sim's running around, totally scared out of his gourd. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Optine, you had leftovers, a stir fry that you made yesterday. Ooh, nice. I do like a good stir fry. I haven't had a stir fry in ages. I might have to see about getting a stir fry in my next recipe box. In my next Gusto box. If any of you all live in the UK, by the way, and you've never tried Gusto, highly recommend. Gusto is really tasty. I'm pretty certain I told you to go potty, little one. Come on, wake up. Oh, you've passed out. Oh, you poor thing. She's so tired that she passed out. Oh, right. Go to the toilet, and then you can go to sleep. Oh, you poor thing. I will be so happy when these toddlers age up to kids, and then they can take care of themselves and won't need quite as much supervision. Oh, this is so adorable. Alright, yeah, Eileen can like discussing interests. That's fine. Alright, what do you have in your inventory, little one? Okay, you're fine. You don't have anything. Martini, you're fine. Eileen has some books that we can sell. And an apple that I'll sell. Olive is actually fine. And Muir has nothing that he needs to keep. Okay, we're doing fine. We are absolutely 100% perfect. Except for our poor Sims here. This little one definitely needs to curl up and take a nap. As does this one, but first, yeah, Thorny definitely 100% needs to be given a bath. So, I really, really wish that, werewolf Sims could, like, groom babies. Like cats do with kittens. I know it's weird, but there you go. Right. Why don't you clean up? Is it Thorn that we need? Yeah, Thorny that we need to clean up. Okay. Now stop asking for things. Don't wake up your mum. Do not wake up your mum, little one. Yeah, that's it. You go for a nap. You wait for Muir to run over to you, pick you up, and clean you. Okay. Then you can go to sleep, and hopefully, we'll be okay. So, now that everyone is kind of, okay as far as needs, shall we spin the wheel? Indeed, Muir's himself, indeed. Shall we spin the wheel? I think we should. Let's get up the wheel. Opting wheel. Here's the wheel, my friends. We currently have 33 entries. We actually have less than that because a lot of them, we have Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3, Play Enzoy, Play My Sims Kingdom, and Play My Sims. So 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are not Sims 4 related. But here's what we're going to... Unless it lands on one of these, then, this is what we're going to do next. Unless it lands on any of those. If it does, then we respin, because we're doing for the rest of tonight, not next one. Tortosa. Oh, no. Okay, we need to become... Okay, elaborate weddings. Right, okay. We can do weddings. We can totally do weddings. Let's see. We do not have anything. Eileen can go to class on her own. That's fine. Olive, I can't remember. Is a wedding planner, is that... It's fine. Let's check. So let's find a job, and we'll see if... I can't remember if wedding planner was an actual career from their Tartosa, from the pack that Tartosa came in. But If it is, then we will definitely be a wedding planner. If it wasn't, or if it isn't, then I think one of our Sims is going to have to get married so that we can plan an elaborate wedding. So it's not in any of this. Style influencer, romance consultant. No, romance consultant was from the Love Struck pack. See, this is another reason why I've done this challenge, is because I honestly cannot remember what all came with what pack. So let's see. Sims 4. There we are. So my Sims 4 wedding stories. Sims 4 wedding stories. We've got social events. We've got actual weddings. But there is no wedding planner thing. Okay, so one of my Sims is going to have to get married. And I'm thinking that we should have my Sim self get married. Now, we're going to have to get a lot of money. So what we're going to do is first I want to hire a service to help with the toddlers. So we're going to hire a regular nanny service. And a scheduled maid. Just so that the toddlers are well taken care of. So let's hire the regular nanny service. Luckily, it doesn't cost my Sim any money because he's got the perk that gives him free services. Highly recommend that perk, by the way. Definitely you want to get it. So let's see, we did the nanny, it's the... Not the gardener, the maid. There we go, scheduled maid. Okay, so we've got those taken care of. Fantastic. So now, let's go down here and... Whoops, one floor too many. And we will open up our magical restaurant. So we're going to start off by magicking up some food. This is our magic cafe. It is an all-you-can-eat cafe. All I do is I magic up food and we open up the the restaurant or the little cafe. People come to eat. They pay a set fee to eat at the cafe, and it pretty much runs itself. We need to do one more delicioso. Magic, spells, grand delicioso. There we go. And then I think Muir needs to find a love interest. We've got Grim. That was our love interest, but I'm not sure We've got a little bit with Olive, a little bit with Lilith, Clint, the Grim Reaper, Harry, and oddly Cletus Harris. How we ended up getting a little bit of romantic interest with Cletus, I don't know. But yeah, we've got Harry, Grim, Clint, Lilith, and Olive. So I'm thinking what we should do is... Oh, damn, am I gonna dump Grim? Should we try to cultivate our... I don't know if we could actually marry Grim, though. I know that we can woohoo Grim. I know we can have a baby with Grim. Or would if your sim can have a baby. But I don't know if we can marry Grim. I don't think we can, to be honest. So we need to come up with someone that, you know, is definitely able to marry. So I'm thinking we have amazing compatibility with Lilith Vittori and Olive Tinker. So we also have amazing compatibility with Grim, but like I said, and Harry. And like I said, I don't think that we can marry Grim, though. If I look it up real quick, can you marry Grim Reaper Sims 4? Okay, so yeah, we can use cheats. It looks like we can use cheats. So if we add him to our family, if we add him to our household, then we can, using cheats, we can marry him and have kids with him. But the problem with that is he... Oh no! Oops. Sadistic glee. Sure, why not? One of my customers just died. I'm wondering if she paid before she froze to death. It's fine. What? What? Optin might want to confirm that you can complete the task before... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Oh, hi, Grim. Nope, we will reject the free money because I'm still wanting to be the thing. The Dreamer alignment. I want to stay with the Dreamer alignment. I mean, Grim's here, right? So let's just chat with Grim for a bit, shall we? Romance, affection, make wolf eyes at. Everyone needs to go inside. I'm just saying, before y'all freeze to death. Oh my god, these Sims, I swear. Hold on a minute. Before everyone freezes to death. I don't want everyone to freeze to death, you know. Ooh, Grim sent me a gift. That's good. So I am gonna go ahead and try to get our, our love bar up with Grim a little bit. Just, just to be nice. Let's give him the gonk droid. I have no idea why, but we're going to. We'll hug him. We will, flirt with him. I mean, why not, right? Why not indeed? We will blow him a kiss. Let's do some physical intimacy. We'll kiss his neck. I mean, why not? There we go. That's getting that romance bar up. Oh, and he's gone. He never stays for long. He never stays for long. But at least, we're up there for all of that. So let's add a little bit of fuel there to the fire so no one freezes to death again. At least if everyone comes around the fire and warms up, or to warm up. Oh. That would be a problem. Okay, hold up. Let's... Ah! No. Bad. No, stop it. Don't mind me. I'm just trying. There we go. I think people should be able to move now. There we go. So we got a fire so people can stay warm. Everything is fine. We don't have a collection of graves over there. But yeah, it looks like if we add Grim to our household, then we should be able to hopefully get him to marry us. But first we need money. We need lots and lots of money. So... And hopefully the toddlers are being well taken care of by the nanny. Hopefully. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Opting, sometimes customers die. That's just restaurant business. Exactly. Yes. Every restaurant, every cafe has a bit of a graveyard out back, right? Right? Tell me I'm right. I'm not the only one who has a graveyard out back of their restaurant, right? Just putting all of the leftovers that people have left in the refrigerator, because at least this way my Sims don't have to cook for themselves, you know? I love how all of these people are out here blue and frozen solid. This is so funny. Let's add some more fuel. And none of them are going over to the fire to keep warm. You know? It's like if they just come over here to the fire and warm themselves up, they'll be absolutely fine. I'm thinking, like, if I shrink this down a little bit, then the Sims should... Will you stop it? They should be able to walk around it a little bit better, at least. You know, if we do it like this. There we go. Everyone's just so blue. Blue dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die. Sorry. We're doing alright though. Everyone is fine. No one is freezing themselves to death. Nope, not at all. Okay, she definitely needs to go to sleep. Get yourself something to eat. food. Okay, fine. Yeah, food and nap. There you go. I'm glad that you and Aiden are friends, dude. I'm really, really glad. Okay, so it looks like at the very least, are you leaving, dude? No, that's the maid. Okay. It at least looks like the toddlers are being taken care of, at the very least. At least kind of taken care of. So that is fine. They're not the toddlers aren't having much fun, and their hygiene levels are pretty low, but at least they're not starving to death, you know? It's fine.
Bamboo?
So I'm thinking that I will have my sim with all the garden stuff. Gonna go ahead and have him like sell everything that we possibly can. And then do magic and Floralorial in here. And sell everything in there as well. We're getting loads of books. This is one thing I love about having a small business on a spooky lot, is everyone gives you all of these books and gifts for the spooky time. We got a Don't Fear the Rig Nomper. That's the gift that Grim gave us. Aw. I'm gonna put it out. We gotta put it right there. There we go. Is it gonna let me put it down? Why aren't you letting me put it down? There we go. There we go. We'll put it down there. That is seriously so sweet. Aw. So cute. Do not die, y'all. There's a fire over here. You know. Come over here. Oh my god. Y'all just seriously need to change y'all's outfits. I mean, seriously. It's middle of winter and y'all are wearing summer clothes. I mean, come on. That's weird. No, cheat some info. No, I don't want to add to family. I don't want to cheat need. Where's the... This is so weird. Why could I have her change into her winter outfit, but I can't have him? Yeah, sure. So weird. So weird. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Honest. Except Muir is getting a little bit thirsty. So, first, you little kid. Why don't you... So, okay, that's just weird. Kelly Goth is fine. You're fine. Olivia Kim Lewis. I'm a little bit thirsty. Do you mind? I mean, sometimes, Who says that having a business doesn't pay? Ooh, we also have 2 PowerPoints. Hi, Augie. How you doing? You alright? Glad to see ya. So I'm thinking of going ahead and... Oh, we're not quite to tier 2 yet, and we need 3 points for that. Bat form, detect personality. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll keep what we've got for now. Once we get up to that 3rd PowerPoint, though, 100% want to do the vampire energy one. Max that out. Might as well, right? Augie, you're doing good. You're waiting to go home. I hope you have a good trip home, nice and safe, and glad that you've had at least a tolerable day at work. And everything's doing good here. We are in the process of making money so that we can woo... I'm hoping we'll be able to woo Grim, add him to our household, get married to Grim, I'm hoping, and have this extravagant wedding. But we're gonna see how it works out. Oh, it's almost Martini's birthday! Yeah, that's tomorrow. Sweet. So happy about that. Is that a... No, it's a cat. Okay. I'm like, is that a little kid that's fallen asleep? But no, it's just a cat. It's fine. I love how the cat is a disruptive customer. Absolutely love how the cat is disruptive. Of course it would be a cat that's the disruptive one, you know? So cute. Absolutely love it. Opting, one of these days we'll find out that the monsters from movies are real, and you'll be in the dark, hiding, and you'll hear this horrible deep breathing, and your last thought before you die will be, oh, Augie is here. Love it. Love it, Optin. So good. Okay, so we nearly have... Thank you, Paul. Yeah, yes, Paul, we did. It's up on SoundCloud, and I played it tonight on stream. By the way, for those of you who weren't able to make it for the start of the stream, Paul does have a new song released on SoundCloud. I have a crush on you. Who is this guy? He's got pride glasses. So, you know what? Let's go on a date. Let's go out on a date with this guy. Why not? We will go out on a date with him after we've finished up here at the business. And I think most of the food is spoiled. So yeah, almost everything has spoiled. I'll just get rid of everything and then we'll close up shop. We only stay open until everything spoils. And then once everything is spoiled, that's when we close up shop and everyone, you know, leaves. Opting, you missed that over the roar of your blowtorch. Did I say that? Yes, Paul has a new track out. It is the Furby Diva Rock Mix over on SoundCloud. So if you all are interested in hearing it, please go check it out. Augie, you went to a thrift store today. You got an album and a single. You got Monty Python Live at Drury Lane on LP and Forever Autumn from Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds on single. Oh, I love the War of the Worlds soundtrack. It is such good music. It really is. So we made nearly 7,000 simoleons profit from that shift, 10-hour-long shift. Not too bad. Not bad at all. we're gonna hope that everyone can take care of themselves and then we are going to go on a date with, who was it that we just met? The dude with the glasses. It wasn't Tane, was it? You know what? I think it is. I think it's Tane. But we've got bad compatibility with Tane Nagata. Let me open their profile. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the guy with the glasses. And yeah, we definitely have bad compatibility with him. Yeah, it is, yeah. So we are not going to go out on a date with Tane. Instead, we're going to, we're going to ask Grim over. And see if Grim wants to come over on a visit. Grim Reaper will be right over. Fantastic. There he is. So we're gonna, have a little bit of fun with the Grim Reaper. And chat with him and see if we can add him to the family and, get to the point where we can ask him to marry us and all that stuff. But yeah, let me grab the link real quick, the SoundCloud link for you all, in case, you want to go and listen to Paul's track. Let me see here. Copy link. There we go. But I'm really impressed with Paul's new track because he has taken the furry personality of the Furby. That personality does a little bit of a tune, like goes da 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 da, da 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 da. During that's not the tune that it does, but it does a little da 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 tune that it sings to itself. And he's taken that little tiny sound clip that the Furby has done, and he's built an entire song around it himself, which I am really, really impressed with. So I've pasted the SoundCloud link both over on YouTube and on Twitch. So yeah, if you all want to go check it out, please do so. Paul would love to know what you think of it. Optine, the building is oh wait, Optine's building. Yeah, Optine, how is your building coming along? Optine, bad compatibility doesn't mean you can't get married. Have I seen the state of the couples out there? This is true. Yeah, your wife is out there skim coating the drywall for her pottery studio as we speak. Oh, nice. I hope she has loads of fun with her new pottery studio. Optine, you already had it tabbed up. Oh dear. Okay, so let's romance with Grim a little bit. Let's cozy up at the bonfire. I want to make, I want to try to get their romance bar up as high as I possibly can. So before it gets too late, we'll, I mean, my sim doesn't have to worry about it because he doesn't really need to sleep. Because, I mean, if you look at his needs, his vampire energy is full. He's getting a little bit thirsty and he's a little bit stinky, but that's, oh crap, Eileen. Eileen, no, get inside, Eileen. Come, over here, go here. Do not freeze to death, Eileen. No, don't pass out. Get inside before you pass out. Quick. No, Eileen, no. Go here. Here! No, 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 wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hold on. Slight emergency. Hi, Michael! Hi, Tracker! We got a Tracker raid over on Twitch. Welcome. Oh my god, what's the baby doing out there? No, 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 no. Hi, how is everyone doing? Thank you so much for the raid, Tracker. Glad to see you all. Hold on. We've just got, like, my Sims have decided to go, oh my god, why is she going around the long way? My Sims have decided to all go outside in the freezing cold and freeze to death. So... you know, as they do. So everyone, if you are unaware of who Tracker is an awesome, awesome person. Plays games over on Twitch, of course, you know. Sorry, Tracker, what have you been doing? What's been going on? Hello, Lou. How are you doing? So yeah, let's give you a bit of a shout out, Tracker. Oh dear, sorry. When your Sims decide to sim, then things just happen. But yeah, what were you doing tonight in your stream, Tracker? What happened? Anything good? Lou, you're doing good. Glad to hear it. Absolute glad to hear it. Lou, this is a very fancy house. Yes, 100%. Michael, it looks like we've arrived at a bad time since the first thing I said was, oh no, why is the baby outside? 100%, yes. You know how it goes, though. You know how it goes. Sometimes panic happens in The Sims, and chaos, and all of that wonderful stuff. And my Sim is meant to be romancing Grim Reaper, and he's not doing any of that. So we're gonna have to take matters into my own hands here, and do a little bit of affection here with Grim real quick. Physical intimacy. Let's ask to cuddle. You know, all the wonderful stuff. We're trying to get our romance bar up. What, Paul? Yes, she's a bin liner. Thank you, Paul. Yes, you did. Anyway. Tracker, it was quiz night tonight. 5 different winners with the top of the leaderboard changing many times. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Sounds like an awesome night. You're tired, Paul. Aw. Okay. You like cassowary bird. I can't even pronounce it, Paul. But I'm glad that... oh, look at that. Muir and Grim sleep, cuddling together in bed. Isn't that cute? Absolutely adorable, right? Augie, you can't see how dating the Grim Reaper is the wisest of decisions. They could ghost you at any second. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now we could go to sleep cuddling, or we could let's do that, shall we? Let's do that. We're gonna be nice though, and we're not gonna watch because that would be very, very rude. Okay, the baby is where are you, baby? Oh, you're there. Okay, so let's get you some food. This poor kid. I feel so sorry for these toddlers because they're like. I'm constantly so busy with everything going on that these poor toddlers just don't get the attention that they deserve. But luckily, it's their birthday tomorrow, so they will soon age up to childhood and they can take care of themselves at that point. So that's all good. But yes, Lou, this is a very, very fancy house. Let me show you real quick. This is the house. It's nighttime, so you can't really get a very good view of it. But this is indeed the house. It is 3 stories plus 2 basement levels, and it is very full of. We've got a greenhouse. We've got an outdoor relaxation area. Unexpected Bagel, I freaking love the name. Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the coffee crew. But yeah, we got loads of stuff. We got gazebos, we got hot tubs, we've got a outdoor cinema. We've got our own all-you-can-eat magical cafe. We've got multiple rooms, a photo studio, the nursery. That's the butler's room. Yes, we got a butler. We got the bedrooms up here. It's just, it's a whole thing. Did we actually woohoo, or are we actually... Did we? I'm not sure if we did. But, oh, nope, wait a minute. Wait, stop. Ooh, don't you dare. I'm adding you to my family, Grim. There we go. He's not going anywhere because he is part of the family now. Wait a minute. Where is he? Oh, shh. Did I break the game? Oh my god, I think I broke the game. Augie, time to go home. No worries. Have a safe trip home, Augie. Where is Grim? Grim, where are you? I think we might be in trouble. Hold on. Let me try this. Did that work? No. What about... Okay, let me save the game. I think I may have broken the game a little bit. Uh-oh. Right, the kid needs to take a bath, so bath, please. Muir, go give Martini a bath, please. Grim, according to this, Grim is here, but he's not here. Oh, Okay. I know what to do. We've saved the game. We're gonna exit the game. We're gonna reload the game. and hopefully Grim will be there at the lot. If not, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't work. Of course I break the game. Of course I do. So, random topic, carrots. Let's talk carrots, shall we? What all do you think about carrots being the national vegetable? Personally, I'm in favor of carrots being the national vegetable because carrots are versatile. You can eat them raw, you can cook them, you can use them as snowman's noses or other things. If you grow them in too shallow of a trench or a pot, sometimes you get a rude looking carrot. They're just seriously awesome. Opting, some would argue that the game came pre-broken. That is very true. Some people would argue that. And I kind of agree. The game is very broken. But oddly, except for the actual game-breaking bugs, I don't really mind some of the bugs. And the yes! Yes, 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 yes! It worked! Oh yeah. We now have Grim. You notice he isn't named. Now the reason why he doesn't have a name is when you add the Grim Reaper to your household, he stops being Grim Reaper. But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. As far as I am concerned, he is still Grim. And we should, hopefully, at least I'm hoping we can, we should be able to... Okay, we can ask to be romantic partner. We can have a science baby with them. I don't know if we can actually marry him, though. Because it's given us the option to be romantic partners. But... What the... What? I'm sorry, what? Someone just got abducted. Grim Reaper feels being romantically reserved is very important to him and seems to be spending more time on himself. No. No, he is not. Well, we're partners now. So we are partners. But and who's... It was Olive. Olive just... I swear this game tonight. I swear. Olive just got abducted by aliens, everyone. Why? Why did Olive become... Oh, jeez. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're all good. Everything is fine. Opting again? Yep, again. Lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. Oh, I swear. This game. I love this game. I really, really do. Okay. Let's see. Relationship. Propose. Okay. We can have Grim propose to our sim. So that's what we're gonna do. There we go. There we go. We are now we proposed. Aw, Grim Reaper and Muir seem to care for each other, both as lovers and friends. Do they have the wholesome romance dynamic? Aw, yes. Yes. They have the... Yes, 100%. Okay, so now we need to get married, y'all. We need to we need to make a nice, area to get married in. So I kind of want to get married on the lot, but at the same time, I kind of want to get married in Tartosa as well, which is, where you get married, or, the whole wedding stories. But I think we'll get married here on the lot, and we will turn this into, we'll turn the outside cinema from a cinema to a wedding venue. How does that sound? I think that's a good idea. Let's turn the cinema into a wedding venue. Let's see. My wedding stories. Here we go. Okay. So we need to get rid of all of this. And these hanging lights here. And that. And the rugs. We're just gonna start all over again. Not completely all over again, but close enough, you know. And let's see. Let's go with the adorned folding chair in the white and red. Oh wait, nope, there's a black. We gotta do black because grim. Am I, you know? I think that works. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 12 seats there. And then we need the wedding arch, and we're gonna go for the stone one because I think that fits Grimm's aesthetic the most. Object is intersecting in the floor or ceiling. Really? Okay, it's fine. We'll do it there. It'll be fine. Trust me. Everything will be fine. Okay, we'll do that there. So that means we'll go ahead and like move these up here so that there's a little bit more space, because this at least is giving me a little bit of an interesting idea that we can do. So if I do it like that, and then we need I kind of want like this, the back here to be, you know, the whole wedding reception area. So we can have the banquet table. And we gotta do, I mean, normally, you know, I'd be like, let's do black, but no, we're gonna do rainbow. The rainbow banquet table. We'll just put that there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I'm thinking I kind of want a little bit of a dance floor here. So we can do the petite dance floor. And we'll do the black one. There we are. And we've got this wooden banquet table here, or the gravy fountain. Let's do the gravy fountain one. And again, we'll do the rainbow. And put that right there. Lovely. The cake is gonna go on top of that for, you know, for the wedding cake. I'm trying to think of like things that Grimm would go for, so we definitely need the toasting celebration bucket. Can put that right there. We need a little bit of music. I'm kind of tempted with the piano, but I think we'll do a stereo instead. Just to make it a little bit easier. I think though I'm gonna have to go with bass game to get a music, you know, get a music stereo, but that'll be fine. I'm gonna get the candlelight composition here on either side, just as decoration. And then I'm thinking of taking these cinched curtains. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Gosh darn it. I was hoping it would let me use the curtains as a, you know, to put around the entire enclosure. But unfortunately, it's not gonna let me do that. Aw, darn. I was really hoping that it would. But no. Gosh darn it, game. Never let me have any fun. We can do this bouquet here. Why can't it? I know I've got move objects. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna put this flower bouquet here. And another one here. There we are. Opting it would probably let me carpet the roof, though. The roof is already carpeted. I could probably... I was gonna say I could probably do the colorful marigolds garland, but it's not long enough, and I don't think it would look quite right. So we'll just leave it. It's fine. We do have the petal-lined wedding aisle, though. So I think we'll do the... Let's check the lengths here. We'll do the medium one. In black and purple, because, you know, kind of have to, right? And I'm thinking going with the wedding tent. We'll go with the lighted wedding tent in rainbow. And put that over the wedding arch so that our Sims, excuse me, don't freeze to death. I'm hoping that counts as, you know, shelter. And really, I think that's all I'm going to use. I am going to go ahead and, like, go into... Do we have any lighting? Yeah, we got a little bit of lighting from this pack. Quite a bit, actually. So, I do want to light the place up a little bit. So, I'm thinking we can use these orbs in the black and just, like, dot them around here and there. Just to provide a bit of lighting. So, there. And there. That works. Let's move that there. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. Let's move that there so it's a little bit more equidistant. I'm a stickler for things being equidistant from each other. I don't know why, I'm just weird like that. Then we can have the Light of the Dragon in black. Just as a way to mark the start of the aisle. Perfect. Very good. And I think that'll be enough light. So we definitely have a nice wedding venue here, I think. Welcome back, Augie. Welcome back. Now, I do want to go ahead and grab music. So, electronics. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna have to go with base game. And let's go with the Grimophone, because, you know, Grim, right? I think it makes sense. Have a Grimophone in here that plays music, and the Grimophone, actually, you can click on it, and you can summon Grim. That's the whole point of the Grimophone. So I think that would be a nice little touch. So there we go. We have our wedding venue. And we will get... we'll throw a wedding. In just a little... I think tomorrow. Tomorrow. As in, like... No! We got a dead. Aww. The poor little fox. By the way, this is Grim Reaper, and we also have this Grim Reaper. So we now have 2 Grim Reapers in the game. And in case y'all are wondering, the reason why we have 2 Grim Reapers in the game now is because we added one of them to our household. And because we added the original Grim to our household, the game, because he's now a playable sim, the game automatically makes another Grim Reaper, because you can't play as the Grim Reaper in The Sims, but it's fine. Aww. Poor little Foxy, though. We got another fox here, Gingerbread Fox, who's an elder. Aww. Alright, that Grim's gonna go away. But that's fine. The other Grim is in the basement. It's all good. Augie, hashtag blame Grim. Totally Grim's fault, yes. 100%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my sim self. I'm gonna have him... Welcome back, Olive. Where have you been all this time? Are you pregnant, Olive? That is... Have you been abducted in that way by an alien? We will find out that probably not. It's fine. But anyway, Muir, I would like you to come and bake a cake, please, for the toddlers, so that we can age them up. Cook. What kind of cake should we make for the toddlers, by the way? Do y'all have any suggestions? We can do a hamburger cake, or chocolate cake, or white cake. We could do honey cake. We have to get some honey from the bees, but we can do honey cake. Augie butterfly buns. Unfortunately, we can't do cupcakes for birthdays. But if I go and there's not enough honey to collect. Gosh darn it. Upton, can I age them off with steak tartare? No. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. It would be funny if you could though. I would love to make honey cake, but unfortunately we don't have honey and the bees don't have honey. So that's out. We could do matcha tea cake. Or is there any other cake that my sim can make? Winter cake? Or coconut cake? There's just so much cake. Zombie cake doesn't work for birthdays, I don't think. Strawberry cake does, I know that. Augie, what is your latest obsession? Don't tell me it's steak tartare. Please tell me it's not steak tartare. Blue confetti cake. Okay. I'm thinking of going with the winter cake. Because it is winter. So making a winter cake for their birthday, I think would be a really cute thing to do. Okay, where's the winter cake? Y'all see the winter cake? I've lost the cake. Where is it? Zombie, strawberry. I wish there was a search bar. I really wish there was a search bar. I think it's up here. There, no, that's coconut. Where's the winter cake? Hold on, hold on. Sort by name. There we go. There's the winter cake. Sort by name, winter cake. Okay, there we go. Augie, you're... I guessed it. Oh dear. No, really, Augie. What is your latest obsession? Mine, I mean, my ongoing obsession is dice. I got more dice from the weekend. I'm just super happy with that, with my new dice, you know. That is my overall obsession, is dice. And Lego. Lego is also my obsession. I'm kind of obsessed about buying Lego. But there you go. Augie, you've got a new mobile app. It listens for bird song and then identifies the birds. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. So, opting the weekend gives me... No. I meant from this past weekend, not the weekend. Love your thinking, though. Love the thinking. Augie, Lego is not an obsession, but a lifestyle choice. Yeah, that is accurate. I'll agree with opting there. That is 100% accurate. But yeah, so your bird app, can it tell the difference between a bird and a bird that emulates the first bird? Oh, Martini is starving to death. Martini, let me get you some food. Hold on. Let me get Martini some food. Okay, grab that. Take it up to the kids' room. Plop that down, and please eat the garlic noodles. There we go. Grim, sell that grub meal, please. Thank you. Everyone else. Okay, yep, we got some things here that need to be sold. we got to pay for this wedding. It's not gonna be cheap. Okay, we're good. Okay, Muir's making the cake. And then we'll age up the kids and have our wedding. Actually, while Muir's making the cake, I'm gonna go to the calendar and do add cannot plan more than one activity event on a day. We might have to wait until tomorrow night, my friends, tomorrow's stream to do the actual wedding. We've made the wedding area. We just need to do the wedding. And it's not gonna let us do it on Friday or Saturday. What about Sunday? Can we do that? We cannot do the wedding event on Saturday. What about Monday? Add wedding event. Okay. So we'll be able to plan to do a wedding event on Monday. As in game Monday. But I don't think we'll get to Monday in time for the end of tomorrow's stream. We might... You know what? We're gonna cancel New Year's. And if we cancel New Year's, we might be able to do a wedding. Yes, we can. Okay, so we'll cancel New Year's and do a wedding instead. Augie, you don't know as you haven't heard any birds that mimic others. Okay. It did, however, cause you to go out and get a bird feeder and an insect fat balls. I mean, you know, that sounds totally... What is going on here, game? What is this? Seriously, game? Seriously? You're doing that. You're seriously doing that. All right, hold on. It won't even let me get... Grim? Get married to... Your Sims engaged partner isn't around. Invite them here first. Yes, they are. Plan wedding event. Alright, let's see what happens with that. This is a bit ridiculous. It really is. Augie, you bought an insect hotel too? Nice. That'll get... That should bring all the birds to the yard. My insect farm brings the birds to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better. Sorry. It doesn't quite scan, but you know, it's good enough. All right. Where's the cake? Oh, it's there. All right, hold on. Yeah. Right. Can we add birthday candles? Yeah. Nope. Not Grim. Muir, can you add birthday candles? Okay. Martini. Candles, help, please, Muir. Alright, he's going over here. Got so much is happening all at once right now. Okay, here we go. Start an event. Bride or groom. Yep. We got those two. That's good. So we can invite Sims. Unfortunately, Grim doesn't have any friends. Hold on. Can Muir? No. I think it's because Grim was the one who... Alright, we're gonna have to get a lot of friends. That's it. Tomorrow night, my friends, Muir and Grim are gonna get married. We're gonna have to invite... we'll have to open up the cafe, have Grim introduce themselves to everyone, so that we can then... have a lot of people that Grim knows to invite so that we can invite them over for the wedding. God, this is a whole freaking thing. It's fine though. All right, let's do the birthday thing. Hoppelborfna Martini. Martini is going to age up. Here we go. Muir, add birthday candles, please. Martini is going outside to age up because she needs the room. Right, Muir. I want you to do candles, help... Oh, hold up. Martini's aged up. We've got... Martini is a glutton. That's fine. And her aspiration is going to be... Creativity. Why not? We'll do creativity. Okay, there we go. So this is Martini. Oh, she's got a hearing aid. Hold on, we gotta go. Actually, no, we'll wait until Thorny ages up as well. I love her short hair. Martini's short hair is so adorable. I mean, seriously? Alright, Muir. Candle, help, please. Is Muir getting... Yes, Muir is going to go pick up... Why are you angry, Muir? Jeez. Oh, God, he's getting thirsty. It's fine. It's fine. I'll have him eat in a minute. But first, we need to age up our child Sims, or our toddler Sims to child. Poor Martini. Stinky. Hungry. Sad. Thorny's gonna be the same. These poor Sims. I feel, I mean, yeah. Does she have just the one hearing aid? Yeah, she just has the one hearing aid. I mean, with all the wild parties that we throw in this house, you know, everything going on, it's no wonder that... Alright, let's go. Time for Thorny to age up now. And where are you going, Thorny? Where are you gonna go? Probably out in the hallway again. Grim Reaper has learned about Fui Fui and is now attracted to him. Excuse me, Grim? Excuse me? How dare? Drama. Alright, Thorny's aged up, and Thorny is cheerful. And let's make Thorny be a social butterfly. Augie, I did say I wanted Grim to have more friends. True, but not like that. Okay, let's... Let's go into Cass with these two child Sims now. If it lets me. Actions? No. Come on, game. Modifying Cass. There it is. So I just want to take a look at Thorny and Martini's clothing and make sure that their clothing is, you know, at least a little bit of a modicum. So let's take Thorny's likes and dislikes. We'll randomize everything. So she likes yellow. So let's change her clothing to yellow. I also want to make sure that... See if she has any medical wearables. She does not. Oh wait, she does! Okay, so the medical wearables need to be applied to everything except sleep and swimwear. And it doesn't look like she's got glasses. She's got sunglasses, but that's just sunglasses. But she doesn't have any eyeglasses, so that's okay. Alright, so let's see. For her cold weather outfit... It's yellow that she likes, so let's go with yellow polka dots. and see if there's a yellow version of this, which... not really, so let's go with this one. And yeah, we'll go with that for her top. We'll give her the yellow... I don't like those boots. We'll give her the white boots, just because it matches with her jumper a little bit better. So it's fine. Hot weather... that's more orange than yellow. But there is this one that has a bit of... actually, that's not very nice, is it? Let's do this one. It at least has a little bit of yellow in it. And the skirt, to be honest, I like that skirt as it is. So we'll leave it there. The shoes will change to that. Augie, your daughter went away on a school residential today. Oh, did she have fun? I'm guessing, is she staying the night? Or staying over for a few days? But I hope she does enjoy herself and have loads of fun with it. Paul used to love going on residentials. That works. Party wear. Let's go with that for the party wear. And there's no yellow shirt there, but there is... nah, that's not really yellow. What about this one? Ooh, that's nice. We'll go with that. And... maybe those for the bottoms, and then we'll go with those for the shoes. There we are. Augie, she doesn't come home until Friday, and she seems to be enjoying herself. Oh, that's really nice. Glad to hear it. Paul used to love going on residentials, so I'm sure she will have an absolute blast. Paul still talks about some of the residentials that he went on, so... let's see, for sleepwear, we'll go with that, and that bright yellow top. Good enough, good enough. Athletic wear, full body, so there's no yellow in that. That doesn't really have a yellow, that's more of a must... I don't like that color. There we go. Let's go with the pineapple. That's nice. I like that. And then... I'm not certain. Are those leggings? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. No. No. Definitely no. No. I'm thinking we'll get rid of the leggings, to be honest. And then the shoes, let's go with that. There we go. Opting, what is a school residential? I'll let Augie explain what it is for his daughter, but for Paul, it was always where the school group went to a place. Like, one of the places that Paul went to was a farm, and they stayed a few nights, and they, like, did work on the farm and played on the farm. And the farm was more than a farm. It was a specific residential farm where they invited kids in from schools to get hands-on experience in farms and learn about farms. And they also had loads of activities, you know, for the kids to do, and such, all that stuff. But yeah, Paul absolutely had a blast. Every single different residential that he ever went to, so there's loads of different kinds. Thinking that yellow, this skirt just does not go with that top. So I'm thinking maybe that one looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then we'll go with the yellow shoes. Actually, we'll go with those ones. They kind of match the shirt a little bit better. So then we got the everyday look. And we've got that yellow top. And that blue, I don't really like that. Let's have a look, see what we can find here. Those jeans are pretty nice. If we go with the yellow, now let's go with the blue. Blue? Yeah, we'll go with the blue, the light blue. There we go. That looks good. And then the shoes will go with that. So there we go. That's Thorny's look, new look taken care of. Now let's go to Martini. Martini is super look at all those freckles. And she also has a hearing aid. So let's go medical wearables. And we'll apply that to everything except for sleep and swimwear. And let's see if she's got any eyeglasses or anything like that on any of her no, she does not. Okay. So starting with Martini's looks, let's go with her likes. Keep going until she has a favorite color. She likes orange. Okay, that works. That works. Opting, so what you might call an overnight school trip. You figured you must have the same sort of thing, but you clearly call it something else. Yeah, and as Augie said, yeah, so where a bunch of children go to some kind of activity center and stay over at least one night. Jim's gone to a farm where they stay in tents. Today they saw pigs being born, walked up a big hill, and are having a barbecue and other activities. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. That definitely sounds like a blast. The only residentials that Paul's been on, they've had they slept in dorms. Usually shared rooms. One residential, they stayed in a hotel, but usually they stay on site of wherever they go. And the place has a barn converted into dorms, your dorm rooms or something. That's usually what happens anyway. So we want orange. So we'll go with that. And that. There we go. For formal. Oh, I love this. That is so cute. We'll go with that. And we'll go with the black. No, actually, we'll go with the dark blue. And we'll keep the shoes dark blue as well. And I don't really like the red socks. So I think we will change the socks to probably the blue as well. Okay, that's fine. Augie, tomorrow they're visiting a stately home and playing in an adventure park. Oh, nice. Definitely sounds like Jim's gonna really enjoy herself. That is awesome. We're gonna keep those trousers as they are and change those trainers to the orange swatch. It looks like Martini's gonna be a bit of a tomboy, it looks. Oh, I love this. For sleep, Martini can wear... Oh, darn it. There's no orange there. I think I'm gonna put... That's not a good top for sleep. Let's do this one. And... Oh, no, there's no orange swatch here either. What about this one? No. That one. No, that's pink, though. Gosh darn it, game. Give me some orange. I need orange. Stripes. Okay, that works. No. Yep, we'll go with that. I love the slippers. The slippers are way too cute, and we're gonna keep those slippers. 100%. It's like, I really wish when I was a kid that we went on residential trips, at school. The most that we did at school for anything overnight was like a lock-in. And that was with a school club, that was with the Christian club that I was a member of in high school. And we would lock ourselves into the high school and do a pizza party. and not eating pizza, it was making pizza, because the big fundraiser that we did as a Christian club was we would sell pizzas to help raise money to buy presents for kids at the school whose family couldn't afford to buy Christmas presents for them. So we would go around, we would sell these pizzas to our friends and family, and then after we got the money for the pizza, we would have a lock-in at the high school, use the school's cafeteria kitchen to make all of the pizzas, and we would be up all night making hundreds of pizzas. And then everyone would come early the next morning and pick up their pizzas. And it was just an absolute... Looking back, I'm like, how in the world was that allowed? Because, there was no... there was like no anything, we weren't food graded, we didn't have any hygiene inspectors coming along. We just made the pizzas, and I'm like, looking back, I'm like, how in the world did that work? Because you'd never be able to do it nowadays, would you? Never be able to do that stuff nowadays. Right, let's see. For swimwear, I'm thinking, yeah, definitely that. I love that top. That is so freaking cute. And for the bottoms... we'll go with the matching bottoms. Okay. For her hot weather, it's got an orange swatch, so we'll go with that. I don't think we'll go with the skirt, because to me, Martini does not seem like... she does not come across as a skirt person at all. So I think we'll go with those shorts and those shoes. And then for cold weather, I like the outfit that she's got, so I'm hoping... yeah, there's an orange swatch there. There's no orange swatch for the trousers, but we'll keep the black ones, because there's a little bit of black in the jacket, so we'll go with that. And we will go with black shoes, just, the black boots, just to match. So that is her cold weather gear. And I'm thinking putting a hat on her as well, for, pardon me, for cold weather. And I'm thinking maybe something like that with the llamas. just because it's cute. So there we go. We've got Martini and Thorny all done up for their child wardrobe. I think that's good. FJ, welcome in, welcome in. What's a SoundCloud link? That is my son's newest song. I have a 23-year-old autistic son who makes music on GarageBand, and when he makes a new song, I put it up on SoundCloud for him because he likes people to listen to his music. And his latest song is a Furby diva rock song that he's made, which is kind of cute. I have to admit, he's done it really well. FJ, you're new. Oh no, don't worry about it. Questions are good. Sorry, you'll change your name. FJDJDJD. It's fine. But welcome in, my friend. I do appreciate you being here. Okay, so we've got Martini, we've got Thorn's outfits done up. Why did that go over to... Oh, because Grim doesn't have names right now. It's fine. I'm just gonna call him Grim Reaper. Actually... Okay, yeah, this Grim is male. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Grim now has a name. We added, for those of you who are wondering, how in the world is Grim in my household? I used cheats to add the Grim Reaper to my Sims household so they could get married. It is literally the only way that you can get married to the Grim Reaper is by, using cheats to add them to your household. Hooray! The kids are aged up. Tomorrow night, during tomorrow night's stream, we will open up our cafe and have Grim introduce himself to everyone so that Grim has friends, so that we can then so that him and my sim can get married, because that is literally the only way that it's gonna happen. So that's absolutely fine. You should be at school. So why don't you head off to school? You are late, Missy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go on, get yourself off to high school. Go on. No skiving. Eileen, looking at you. It's fine. Augie, you think the new Fortnite season starts tomorrow? Okay. So that'll give us something to look forward to for Monday, won't it? Remind me to update my game before Monday night stream. Because y'all know what I'm like. Alright, let me save the game. And go into the big cam, because it is that time, my friends. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Tracker, thank you so much for the raid. Unexpected Bagel, still love the name. Thank you so much for the follow. Mandalalicious, thank you and FJ, thank you all so much for dropping in to the stream over on YouTube. Just as a reminder, everyone, over on YouTube, every 4 likes on our Sims VODs and live streams equals £1 that I give to our charity of the year, which is Cats Protection UK. So please do like the live stream or the VOD if you're watching this after the stream is finished, and help us support the cats here in the UK. Seriously, an awesome charity. They do so much good. So, let's find someone to raid tonight, shall we? I have no idea who all's online right now, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna sneeze as well, but it's fine. We can ignore that. Um, Velvet Bee is currently online. They are the only person that I'm following who is playing The Sims 4 right now. So, shall we go and raid the one, the only, the wonderful Velvet Bee? Seriously, Velvet is an awesome, awesome person. Let me just give you all over on YouTube Velvet's link so that you can follow us into her channel if you wish to join in with the live stream. I'm also putting the link over on Twitch so that in case the raid doesn't go through, you all can click the link and go on through as well. Opting, you can't protect yourself from cats though. Once they have it out for you, you're a goner. This is very true. Whether they are malicious or loving, once they have it out for you, once they've zeroed in on you, then that's it. And I'll never find you objecting to a Velvet raid. Velvet's awesome. I like Velvet. So let's go ahead. Let's go and raid the one and only Velvet Bee. And of course, I will see you all tomorrow night. That is Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, with more Sims 4 Portal Project Challenge. We're gonna get married to Grim tomorrow night. Promise. We will 100% do it. And then we will also spin the wheel to find out what we will do during the rest of tomorrow night's stream. So looking forward to it. Anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!